G'day guys, and welcome to the back nine of the second round of the Disc Connection Queensland Open 2023. Big thanks to Rad, Gatekeeper Media and Disc Golf Justice for bringing us some more Aussie disc golf coverage. We are at Pine Rivers Park in Brisbane in the lovely Queensland, the nice sunny warm Queensland. I'm Paddy Robinson. With me is Andrew Ferguson, Tim Bowen. We are the Tee Off Podcast, and yeah, stoked to see if these guys can keep the hot streak going and get some more on these back nine.
Absolutely. Rhys Wisniewski and Aaron Moreton putting in 4 down on the front nine, moving right up the leaderboard. Very tight at the top, boys. Moving into hole 10.
Yeah, let's kick things off with a 141 metre par 3. It's definitely a boomer hole, one that's probably hard to birdie, but certainly a little bit easier to par.
Yeah, not much danger on this hole. Very hard to birdie though. You need big distance. It's a slightly elevated pad, but it's every bit of 141 metres.
There's no wind today, so hopefully we can get onto a few more drives. I love this from Rhys. Look at that thing.
Swooping.
Nice hyzer flip. Coming up a little short.
Yeah.
But maybe on the fringe of... he's outside circle 2, so that'll be a pretty routine par for Rhys, I would imagine. And whip. There goes the Aaron Moreton forehand.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just accepting the par off the tee on this one.
Bit too stable, that one. I think he was hoping that would turn over a little more.
Now, Paddy, I've seen this pink disc a little bit. What are you throwing?
Yeah, this is a very old Ballista Pro. I thought it would have moved over a bit more. But yeah, it's out there and in Parsville.
The roller wasn't in play?
Roller was absolutely in play.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky with the elevation. This is a good height.
Yeah, Jade definitely getting a move on
A
this
little
one.
nose up. I don't know if that's quite going to get there with that angle, but look, you guys are all 120 metres down there, routine upshots. There's a few guardian trees you've got to poke through, but even if you hit them, you're at worst 10, 12 metres away.
Yep.
Aaron sliding one up there. That's what you want.
I do like this little forehand approach from Rhys. Looking very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe punching a little long there, but there's plenty of tree roots to slow him down. Giving this one a genuine bid, Paddy, or not really the airspace for
genuine is a pretty loose term.
Yep.
That would have been pretty good if it wasn't for those little pesky leaves.
Now, can you notice anything in his way here?
There is like a rope. What is that rope?
He gets it too.
What is that rope?
None of us saw that until he hit it.
Goodness me.
Yeah. Whew.
Nice.
Tried to get through, but stayed in.
If anyone in Brisbane's missing their rope, I think we know where it is now. It is hanging from the tree in the middle of our par 3.
Aaron just tapping in. Easy.
Has Aaron put that hat on to look 100% Aussie on the coverage?
I was going to say it's missing the corks. You definitely need some corks hanging from it.
Guys, there was only one birdie on that hole. Austin.
Huge.
Smashed it.
Huge shout out to Austin D'Alessandro. As we move on to hole 11, which is a par 4, 220 metres. Paddy, how do you break this hole down?
Oh, mate, I wish I knew, but I think forehand, righty backhand forehand off the tee is pretty solid. You just got to try and get into the open. If you're in trees, you're in trouble. And then, if you get in a good position, you've got to smash a 120-metre drive straight down and try and get a look at a bird, but it is very hard on this hole.
That looks a bit yanked from Rhys, but getting through all the trees nicely, and that's found the fairway. He'll be very short, kind of out of birdie contention, but as I said, this hole was probably the hardest one on the course. Most players would be happy with a par. If Rhys's was yanked, that one was fully yanked. These boys are getting a bit greasy.
Some kid just comes out of nowhere.
Aaron's got to avoid the Space Invader kid.
Paddy opting for the forehand. That looks like a... Oh, no.
Oh, you've nicely
Spoke too soon. I spoke too.
That was actually looking great, Paddy.
I loved it out of the hand, I'll be honest.
It's a tricky throw. It really is. I know when redesigning the course, there was there was an option to put the tee pad a little bit closer, a little bit left, only 5 metres or so, and it really kind of opened up that shot a bit more. I probably would have liked to have seen that.
You're eyeing off the roller here, Paddy. This is an aggressive play.
I'm an aggressive bloke.
Boy.
That was a big shank.
That is...
Get lucky.
Wow. How are you rolling
Do
through the jungle? Look at the limbs on the ground there, Paddy.
Goodness me.
The three-time Aussie champ luck is real.
Yeah, that one. He got a bit lucky on that. But Jade liked my line, so he thought he'd follow suit and do it a lot better.
His is fighting.
Okay.
Oh, boy, he's landed in a pile of rubbish on the right-hand side there. Let's see where Rhys ended up off the tee. Or Aaron first. He's a smart boy. He's going the forehand, something more conservative to make sure he stays in the fairway, and he's paying the price for that conservative play, hitting a tree. But he's in the middle. You take that. He's got a long ways to go to get his par, though.
Rhys eyeing off an absolute cracking gap.
Don't go on the tight gap too.
Copping a tree, but glancing to the left is not the worst thing because there is another second fairway out to the left there.
Yeah, it does get quite open.
Little skinny from Aaron. Got through the trees, but yeah, he's going to be looking down the barrel of a bogey at best, unfortunately.
Yeah, Rhys just getting out into the open.
Yeah. Yeah, this hole showing its teeth. I think the boys played it relatively clean in the wind on the first day, but I'll be surprised if you do something magical here, Paddy. Oh, that's a very, very good attempt. Has it got the fight back?
Oh, mate, it hits some weird branch and flicks off. I loved it out of the hand, I'll be honest.
Another rope, actually.
Jade actually with a very nice window. I thought he was in that pile of rocks to his right, but this is a great result for Jade. With his little double pump action, puts it into the edge of circle. Oh, a little wrap around.
A little flare back.
Of course, showing some love.
He's 4 or 5 metres.
Unfortunately, Aaron needs to get up and down for the bogey here. That looks very smooth. Oh, little. If you go too long, that path is OB, but that looks nice and safe. About a 7-metre putt for the bogey.
I mean, this is why this hole is so good. Like, I'm still thinking about this hole.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
And I can't wait to play it again. I want to get strokes back.
Very rare for you to be happy with a par on a hole. And Paddy.
Now, Timmy.
Oh,
see that?
what happened here?
One of the spectators farted. Yeah, good on you, Ben Kennedy.
Oh, no.
Shout out to Ben Kennedy's backside, putting off our pro players. Good reset, Paddy. Still looking at this. You need this for par, mate.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I was annoyed. But
cash money. And there he is, Benny in the back.
You sure it wasn't the dog?
Well, that's what I thought it was. But no, definitely a Ben Kennedy slip out the butt cheeks.
I think
he's standing a fair distance as well. He didn't hold back.
Aaron,
great putt.
Smooth putt. Happy with the bogey.
I'm liking his putt this weekend.
He's just, everything's looking smooth. Jade, bit of a tester, actually.
Oh,
yeah, lovely.
That was a bit left, but good catch. And as you said, stoked to walk away with a par in this one. Rhys will be dropping this one in for a bogey. And we've got another change at the top. Jade back into a tie for first place. Rhys dropping back to 4 down.
All right, hole 12, another par 4, 234 metres. The ideal is a backhand straight out past that basket there. And then I like the forehand play into the trees and hopefully you get a bit of a skip up to the basket. We have seen backhand rollers on this. Really, the only misplay is going OB on the right-hand side with that path there.
Yeah, tee shot's not too tricky. Putting a little bit of a flex on it like you have here, Paddy, is perfect. Hard part about this hole is the biggest gap to the basket's on the left-hand side, so you kind of need to be within forehand range to access the biggest gap. Jade threw a huge roller yesterday.
Oh, just misses the tree.
That's standing up very late, but he's done it again. This blue disc.
Yeah.
Coming up a little short of yesterday's attempt, but that is still huge.
Yeah, it's way down there.
Being on the right side is going to make his backhand turnover approach a bit challenging.
Rhys Wiz going for that nice swooping hyzer flip.
Oh,
and he's parked it. Oh, hand. Sorry. Right, wrong basket.
I did see someone on my card get very pinched off by that basket for their second shot on this hole. Very unlucky because getting anywhere near that basket's a good drive. Aaron putting a big whip on that forehand.
Yeah, he's still a long way out.
Oh, and he's
tried to throw a bit too hard.
Overthrown that one. The cut roll's actually good, though, bringing him back to the left side where the biggest gap is.
It's probably like the first sort of mistake in form that we've seen from Aaron, though.
That looked like a good shot from Rhys. He looked a little pinched off from the basket there. Fading out a bit much here, but...
Just checking out. There is a bit of OB there, but he's well and truly inbounds.
Going to be a tricky upshot for him from that angle, though.
Paddy,
Great work,
this looks
Paddy.
good.
Yeah, I was happy with the height.
Yeah, sliding on through nicely. That's a great approach. How close are you to the basket there, Paddy? Inside circle?
Not bag on the back worthy just yet.
You're going to say the
Tim.
backpack offers.
Yeah.
Backpack off for us. Well done.
Oh, I
Jade,
love
turning this one over.
This is such a great looking line. And gets through.
Great shot, Jade. Very impressive to hit that gap from range with the backhand turnover. So Aaron needing to get up and down here after the second shot. He's done nicely.
Yeah.
Great work.
Great up.
That was
It's what we call parked.
See if Rhys can do the same.
Misses the guardian tree, hits the second one, and that's an unfortunate rollback. He's going to have a circle 2 look to save the par. You see the circle just in front of him there, just outside. On top.
Oi.
Oh, we count that, surely. PDGA, is that in?
Absolutely.
Unfortunately not. He'll be dropping another bogey. That's 2 in a row for Rhys.
Paddy for the bird.
And we could have a 2-shot swing in the Jade versus Rhys battle. Rhys dropping in the bogey. Jade has this look for birdie. And he says, thank you very much. Reclaiming his spot at the front of the queue.
Very solid. Rhys had to ask me, what does he do there? Wasn't sure. Never happened to him.
Hasn't he got his PDGA officials exam completed?
Hole 13, 99 metre par 3, very tightly wooded hole this one. Accessing the green is best done down this right side fairway that pushes a little straight it around the big one, and there is a nice open green there. Look how wooded it is off the tee, Paddy.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you can hear it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
but-
mate.
I heard a big kiss.
I turned straight around, was like, I cannot wait for Tim Bowen to see this.
Paddy, your 3-time Aussie champ luck is notorious, and it's on full display there. You hit the main tree in the middle. Jay hates it. Hitting any tree early, unless you're Paddy Robinson,
I mean,
is basically like a full scramble to even get a bogey.
I'll be
There's
honest,
so many trees.
I couldn't have done any more for Jade. I've shown him the line that he needs to take. I mean,
Aaron there with a very smooth forehand.
And Rhys getting the 0-time Aussie champ luck that you would expect after hitting that tree. Paddy, how on earth did you hit the inside of that tree?
I don't know, mate. I hated it out the hand. It was disgusting. But sometimes you get a little bit of luck on the disc golf course.
Sometimes.
Well, you know, I've had some spit outs, some really bad spit outs during the round already, so I feel like I deserve something like that.
Rhys would be hating you right now, Paddy. He's got to flex one around the main tree with his zone.
Yeah, a bit early.
Unfortunately, a bit skinny, and that's basically guaranteed bogey. There's no way to run this through the rough. A nice out, though, and he's on the pole. Paddy, we haven't even got to your drive yet.
Jay with a fair bit of meat on the bone for this one.
You'll take a bogey as well. And Paddy, if you can convert here, Jade will drop to 4 down, Rhys will drop to 2 down, and you'll move to 2 down with that.
Oh, Aaron.
Aaron was seeing double and aimed at the wrong basket, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a late release.
Does he deserve it?
Doesn't matter.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Great putt, Paddy. That's the sign of a pro player when they cash in on those good breaks. Well done. I'm liking how tight the leaderboard is looking right now, boys. Aaron, unfortunately, not happy with the par, and these boys dropping in their bogeys. Rhys is going to want to get off the bogey train. That's 3 in a row.
14, 178 metre par 4. Definitely a tricky par 4, but one that's definitely birdieable. You want to kind of get your drive out into this kind of landing area here and approach with maybe a forehand or a hyzer backhand around those trees.
Yeah, low forehand or high righty backhand spike hyzer. The tee shot's a tricky part. Paddy going the backhand roller. Looked like you squared up every tree in the forest, but you got through, Paddy.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Got through. It's held on a little bit of an awkward spot for the next shot, but
yeah, you're kind of flexing a forehand from that position.
Oh, I don't flex forehands, mate. I've got more class than that.
Aaron, that hit a tree, but he's on the front side of him, so he's through the first wall of trees. Jade liked your roller option, Paddy, and he's done the same thing. And this is huge if it stands up.
This is risk of going OB.
It's finding the bull shark territory.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is OB.
He's got a fair bit of space before he gets to the water.
Yeah.
So I reckon he gets that disc back, but...
Rhys lining up the backhand, and that's a tight gap. Oh,
Ooh.
That he almost
called it
hit.
early. I need glasses.
That's fine, though. Absolutely fine that he's kicked through and he's passed all those trees. Oh, Aaron.
Oh, T sign. Hello.
That T sign was in a horrible spot for Aaron, but he's done extremely well.
He was nearly forced to have a 2-finger grip for the rest of his life.
I wasn't thinking about his fingers. It was the wrong height for a different appendage. And we're moving on to Rhys. He's gone the wide righty backhand around the tree. Big skip in the mud.
It's a T sign, not a P sign.
And
That was great from Rhys.
Yeah, great shot. It sucked putting from that trough of mud, though. Now, Paddy, you've gone the backhand. Coming around the backside of the tree. That's a pretty good move.
Yeah, it's in the circle. Got to look. Jay did go OB there.
Oh, no, that's too high. That's unfortunate from Jade. He's going to have to put this one close and cop. What are we looking at here? A double bogey.
Now, Aaron is and myself are thinking, you know what? This big lead, we've got a chance here.
Interesting that Aaron decided to lay up, but we'll see if that strategy pays off. Paddy, you're a little bit closer.
And it got to me.
Yeah.
Left that one right.
Unfortunate. Let's see if Rhys can take the chance. Oh, sit
just
down.
off the nubs.
He's got a bit of a tester. As do you, Paddy.
Yeah, making this this hole look a lot harder than what it is.
Yeah. It is one you want to get. This is not quite the run of the easy holes. I think that starts at hole 15 or 16, but it's a bonus. It definitely gets you moving. You get this one.
It's definitely a very gettable par 4.
Yeah.
Rhys with a little bit on this one, and
Good cash.
Well. Yeah.
Well done.
Jade, it might actually just be for bogey after he did get quite a lot of distance with that roller, even though he did go OB. But dropping down to -3.
It's starting to get very tight.
It is tight at the top.
All right, hole 15, 102 metre par 3. Great hole, this one. You've got this tree coming out from the left side brush there that you have to get around and then just get something to fade back and sit at the pin. You do not want to go too far left because there is water. It's a bit of jail on the right-hand side too. Just an easy straight shot. And that's not how you go.
It's a yoink job, and kicking back to the left, as long as you stayed on the fairway there, Paddy, should be a routine par, but those scramble shots from the left rough, not easy. And Aaron, unfortunately, making the exact same mistake as yesterday and getting a worse result. A huge kick to the right. I don't even know what's over there in those big reeds.
This needs to turn, and it does.
Wow,
Rhys knows his
Rhys
discs.
with the late turn. That's an excellent drive.
Yeah. We've been seeing him through that hyzer flip shot all day.
Jade is way too left out of the hand. It's fighting, though, and
He almost navigated that tree to get up.
yeah, wow. Paddy showing some class and some touch with the forehand turnover approach. That is excellent. Well done, sir.
Yes, I do like my fuse forehand approaches. I was happy with that one.
Aaron faced with a wall of trees, and unfortunately is a casualty.
Is there an OB line on the right-hand side there? I thought Aaron went into the reeds.
No, I think it's all inbounds, but
Yeah.
that wall of trees is, may as well be a line of OBs. Not much is getting through that.
Here's Rhys's look for the birdie from range.
Now, Jay did say he gave that a little run.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I'll take his word for it. Oh, Rhys. And Jade.
Jade, he was more disappointed.
Oh, I love
We
Jade.
thought that was in. It looked amazing.
Jade genuinely wants everyone to hit putts. It's great.
Oh, who doesn't? I love watching big putts.
You can't lie.
Yeah.
Look, this is one you'd like to get. It's only a backhand mid off the tee, but if you take a par, it's not the worst thing in the world either. It's 16, 17, and 18 that you want to get. These are the easiest 3 holes to finish. Starts with 16, which is one you want to get. 99 metre, par 3. There's OB on the left-hand side, which comes up quick if you're throwing the righty backhand hyzer. But really, not a lot of danger in this hole. You're basically throwing a backhand through the gap the drone is taking right now. And thankfully, the ground's pretty grabby. You're not going to get too much of a skip. Paddy throwing a, looks like your trust.
Yeah, it just weirdly got over on me a little bit, unfortunately. So, yeah.
Can't trust it. Normally you
Not
can.
today.
You're pretty good with that disc.
Yeah.
That's a little hyzery from Rhys, but hopefully the ground can pull him up before the OB line.
No,
Looks
there's...
close.
I was a bit... it's a bit of a shame. They painted the line of OB. So OB wasn't water. It was a line they painted, and that snuck OB just...
Yeah, but it was too early out of his hand.
Yeah.
Jade's is a little early as well, but checking up nicely. He'll have an edge of circle putt for the birdie. Aaron with the lefty forehand. Hang this out nice and wide. Bit wider than that, but...
It's coming in
It's a
hard.
Check up.
Stop.
Ooh, it's
it's
going to
close.
be
Very close.
safe.
Nice. So Rhys, unfortunately, not really in a place where he can run this. He'll just have to put his little upshot close and take the bogey. Definitely not a hole you want to bogey this one. It's right there for the taking, but I guess that OB line does come up.
Paddy, just a straddle jumper here. Giving a good bid.
Stalling out a little early.
Yeah, I did want that one, I'll be honest.
Here's Aaron from deep in circle 2.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, just missed. So we've got Jade as the only chance at a birdie on this hole. He's from just outside circle. Unfortunately missing. So lead card slowing down on these back 9 holes, which are the scoreable holes on this course. I don't think many players will be happy with a par on this one. And Paddy, you don't look too happy with your attempt.
No, I was disappointed in the drive, to be honest,
Yeah.
because a 100-metre straight shot with a mid is definitely very gettable. So, yeah, a bit disappointed.
Aaron cleaning up his par, and Rhys will be tapping in for his bogey.
So I can tell you right now, these scores will make things very tight at the top. Chase card will be breathing down your neck right now as we move into hole 17. Fergie, how do you tackle this one?
It's a shorty, 72 metres, a par 3, and it is an island. So we've got a 10-metre circle round the basket. If you're outside that, it is a hazard. So you do putt from where your disc is lying with a penalty.
I like the hazard. You get the chance to putt for par, but I hate landing in the hazard. Paddy, you're throwing your harp here.
Yeah, I
Feeling
love this
good.
out of the hand.
Yep.
Felt like
Great.
it gave that a bit of a run too.
It's good being long, have that uphill putt. Now, Jade put this on the pole yesterday. That looks like a mirror image shot, if I do say so.
Yeah, you can say so.
Not quite as perfect as yesterday, but that'll be no problems for Jade. Aaron wants to throw 2 discs. He's gone with the forehand. And that is
Beautiful.
putts.
Perfect.
Let's see if Rhys can be
No
4 from
pressure.
4.
No pressure for Rhys.
Little yanked from the forehand, but should get some skip and a little bit of roll, and that's
He's
nicely inside the circle.
It's definitely one the MPO want to get.
Yeah.
You definitely want to get a 2 here.
Just a little low for
Yeah.
Rhys.
He was on the scary side to putt from. It's a little elevated, and if He did miss. It was going to go miles away. And Jade,
Excuse me.
how on earth did that go in?
A rat ace just doing everything to grab Jade.
Far out.
Putt there, beautiful.
He did say after that putt he loves those baskets.
And Paddy, that's a better putt, straight in the middle, nice height. Aaron will be taking the birdie, and things are just getting tight and tighter at the top.
Jeez, if he didn't have that amazing catch, it would have been a three-way tie there.
Absolutely. And Rhys, he had such a hot front nine, unfortunately not cashing these back nine birdies. Hole 18, Paddy, what's the last hole look like for us?
I love this hole, actually. It's a good finishing hole. 120-metre par 3. You've got a big backhand line. You've got a big forehand line. The only thing you don't want to do is hit those trees on the left or any power lines.
I think this one shows you if you've got the 120-metre forehand, you're getting some reward because the backhand line has to poke through 4 or 5 guardian trees. And Paddy, you've done a nice move on that disc. Just outside circle or just inside?
I think it's just inside or edges, close to the edge. Or Jade, yeah. That's it. He's held onto that a bit long.
Yeah.
That is very right.
Relatively bogey-free hole, this one. It's hard to get a bogey unless you're sort of getting rollaways on the putts. Jade should have a routine up and down for the par.
This looks nice.
Aaron with the backhand. He's put a good move on that. And that snuck into the circle nicely. Well done. Here's Rhys. He played the hyzer flip backhand yesterday, and he's done the same thing today. Looks like a good shape.
Just going to get through those trees.
Just hitting that last guardian limb, so he'll have an outside look for the birdie. Safe place to run from, though. And just put that under the pin. He's happy with the par to finish.
Jade here, giving this one a run.
I would imagine so, but he may be happy with the par, just making sure he's locked up that first place. I think he gave it a run, hit the last guardian tree. Here we go, Paddy. Come on, finish this off with a birdie. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Dead centre pole.
Hey, look, that was a good catch.
That was a good catch.
Here's Aaron too for the birdie. Not quite.
Needs to sit.
Wanted that. Bit of a flat finish for the lead card. You want to be seeing a bit more green on the scorecard to finish, and Jade, he knows it. He's actually in a tie for second place with that par. And Paddy, you've snuck into 4 down as well.
Yeah, I managed to keep it pretty clean. There was no real bad blowouts. Actually, I don't think I bogeyed at all, so just missed a few birdies.
Yeah, 1 down for the round for Jade is not what you want coming in as the leader for this round. And as we look at the feature card, Paddy 4 down, Jade 4 down, Aaron 3 down, and Rhys 1 down. But we have a change at the top of the table. Fergie, who's in the lead here?
Well, we'd be looking at Austin D'Alessandro from the ACT shooting a hot 7 down.
Very hot round.
I think it was rated 10-20, to be honest, so very solid.
Yeah, very tricky course, Pine Rivers. Make sure you join us for the finishing round 3. It's going to be a tight one. I'm very excited to see the last round action. Thanks again to Gatekeeper, Rad, and Disc Golf Justice for this amazing coverage, boys. See you at round 3.
See you next time.
Looking forward to it.